Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to replace the Ventline hatch in your Caravan. So obviously our brand is Ventline, and there's a lot of aftermarket places online that you can get parts for your Ventline hatch. Over a period of time you find that everything starts to disintegrate, especially with the Australian sun, including the clips or the wiring of the fan plugs into. They tend to disintegrate over time, so I'm going to replace them as well. And also I'm going to replace everything on the hatch except the inner part of the hatch that actually connects to the Caravan. That's still all okay, but everything else I'm going to replace because it's just disintegrating over time. So I've already done one hatch, which seems to work out alright, so I thought I'd show you guys on how to change it over. So I'll also tell you where I got it from. It's from RV Parts Express. Now I've did a fair bit of research on this, and these guys seem to be the cheapest that I've found, and the quality seems to be pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll put down how much it costs. I bought two of everything, well, only because I'm replacing the two hatches, and it's really cheap. It's like 15 bucks for the hatch itself. So instead of going for the white hatch, we've decided to go with a smoky color hatch. One of the reasons behind that is I think it'll probably last a little bit better, and also when you travel, especially in the WA area or wherever, when there's really early mornings and the sun's coming up, it wakes the kids up as well. So we decided to go with the smoky color and see how that goes. But everything in this video is quite easy to replace. You don't really need to be, that sort of way minded, like mechanically minded or anything like that. So it's pretty easy, but I'll go through a step-by-step instructions and show you how to do it. So let's go. Alright guys, all the tools that will be required to do this install is just one Phillips head screwdriver, and also a ladder to get to the roof hatch on the roof to replace that. Okay, so this is the roof hatch that we will be replacing today. Like I said before, we've already done one roof hatch, the one above the toilet. And look how much better it looks, all nice and white, not faded. And I find that the screw down mechanism, they do wear out as well, and this one actually seals it very, very nicely. That's why I've got a whole new mechanism as well. You might as well replace the whole thing while you're up there doing it, just so it lasts that little bit longer. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. So the first step is to take off these 4 screws around the edge. Okay, the next step is to remove this mesh here. So look at the sun, it just kills it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. And also the clips around here, they break as well just with the sun. But they just easily clip out. You just basically, you just push that in, and then you just push it all in, go around, and then they just unclips. But this one is that stuff that I reckon I could just pull it out just like that. That's how bad it is. So that's the next step there. So the step after that is we need to take that black knob off, and there's just a single screw in there. Just with the Phillips head screwdriver, you just remove that. Alright, so just undo the screw as far as it'll go, and then once the screw is sort of out, just pull down gently, and there we go. There's little teeth in there, so this needs to align up with that. So just pull it down gently, and yeah, it comes off. Make sure you don't lose any of the screws too, which also helps.
Yeah. Put a towel down or something so you block the drain, just in case you do lose a screw.
That's a great idea. I never thought of that. Well done.
Yeah, I know.
Good job.
Not just a pretty face.
That's it. Alright, so the next step after this is we need to disconnect this switch here. Alright, now all it is two little wires up there that you just pull off the switch. Just like that. They just pull off, see? That's all they are. Alright. Okay. Right, now we need to get this insert out, and what there is there's two little screws. There's one up here and there's one there as well. You just need to remove those screws and then it should all come down. Alright, the two screws are removed, and it's a matter of just kind of like, there's two little pieces of metal from this bracket here that are kind of like going out like that. So all you gotta do is kind of like move it across a little bit and then it pops out. Alright, just move it across a little bit, pops out, and down she comes. It's pretty simple really. Oh geez, that's had a few years. I mean, this van's only what, 2.5 years old. 2.5 years old, and yeah, she's yeah. Anyway, back to it. So now we need to remove this switch here. Pretty simple. See, there's two little lugs there. It's just a matter of pushing them in and down. Yep, one side is done, and just the other side, just push it in. There we go. Alrighty, so the next step after removing the inner part is we need to remove this mechanism here that makes your hatch go up and down. Once again, pretty easy. It's just two screws. And by the way, you can also pick up these vans at any caravan shop, or even maybe the RV parts online as well. That you might as well replace that as you do it as well. But we only did that probably like 12 months ago because our one kind of just shattered into nothing, so I've already done that. So it's just two screws. Oh, yep. Like that. Right, and that just falls down. Pop them in my mommy. I've got them in my pocket. Alright, it's pretty simple to get off. If you just come under, as you lift it up, the bracket sort of comes off, it slides off that upper hatch, and then you just pull it through like that. Look at that. That's how you remove that one. Alright, next step is to replace these white clips. Like I said before, they do fray over time. Well, let's have a look, see if it... Oh yeah, you see it? Oh, see it? They just fray. Look at that, breaking. It's fray over time. So what I've done, so I just went to a 12-volt shop and got some of these. The wires just slip into there and clip down and it's all done. So it's pretty basic. If it doesn't fall apart on you, start with that. Oh yeah, no, that's, oh. It's just breaking in my hands. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so with these ones, I suppose any clip will be okay, it doesn't really matter, but with these ones you just put that right up to the top, both sides. And it's just as simple as matching up, really. Pop them in, close it down. Pop it in, close it down. And the same with this one. Pop it in, close it down. Whoops, didn't quite get it in there. we go. And now there is another one. There's two here. There's one just above the motor. All right. Usually it's cable tied. There's the other one there. All right. Yep. Bring that down, and oh yeah, that's just
crumbling as well.
Oh yeah, look, I've just pulled on that and it's just crumbling. It's gone. So you might as well replace the clips at the same time, guys, because once they go, your fan won't work. Right, so once you've done the clips, just pop them back into that metal bracket. It just sits in there nicely, these clips, and then just cable tie them. Well, yeah, just put one cable tie around, just so when you do corrugated roads and things like that, they don't move around. All right, so once you have cable tied the two clips in, all right, next step is taking off that. So let's go outside. Alright, so to get the hatch off there is one little clip which I'll show you. So all you got to basically do is open it up as far as it can go, and there's a little clip in there. So there's a little piece of metal up the top and the bottom which holds that clip in, and it's just a matter of getting that clip over those little notches there, and this literally pulls off. The further you go back, the easier it is. So yeah, we'll go and do that now. Done. So that's the bracket that I'm talking about there. So that hooks over your vent and onto these two little clips here, which hopefully I'll be able to show you. Two little clips there. So basically you just do it all again, but in reverse order. Alrighty, so back inside now, and it's just the reverse of what we did to take it all down. So with this bracket, get you to come in here, just goes up through, yeah, that's it, it just goes up through here, and then basically, oops, sorry, it just connects onto that clip here. Sorry, my hand's probably in the way.
And it's black, so it's hard to tell.
It's a bit hard to tell. So that I'll open it up a bit. So there we go. It just slides in like that and like that, and just screw it in. Alright, so the next thing to go in is the surround. Now, remember that we took the switch out of the old one. With these, it's quite good. You can either have them on that side or that side, entirely up to you. But I'm just going to keep it the same. So I reckon the switch was on that side, and all it is just these just clip out. There's little clips there. Push them there. There we go. That's out. And then it's just a matter of, I suppose it doesn't really matter which way you put it in. It can go that way or that way. It doesn't really matter. Look at that switch. It's getting a bit old too. Have to replace that at some stage. And then just pop that in without trying to break it, of course. Done. And that's in. Right, so just hook your wires back up to the little switch. Just like that. You can either do it when you've already put this thing up, but I just find it easy just to do it beforehand. That just goes up there, and just remember those two little brackets, those two little things that are coming out, just follow the opposite. Just go push it in like that, and like that, and that's sitting in there now. And then you just put your two screws back into there. Alright, so once the surrounds are on, I just like to test the switch to make sure the fan works, just in case you've, I don't know, done something. So
make sure the right connections are all around the right way.
Yeah, there we go. Just to make sure she works alright. And then we just put this black winding knob on there. This can be a little bit tricky because you've got to line up the teeth thing with it. Ah, there we go. That wasn't so hard after all. So yeah, just screw that in. And I'm just going to make sure that this works. Oh man, that is so nice. Oh man. It is just so much smoother with that new arm. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Alright, there we go, and now we're going to put the screen in. Yeah, you watch me break it now.
Don't do that.
Right at the end I'll break it. There you go. Put the corners in first. Normally I'll put the corners in first. Yeah, there we go.
Ow. Door there.
Good on you. Yep. And then the last and final step is just put the surrounds back on. Just make sure that it lines up with the holes, the existing holes. So you're not putting in new ones. Yep, all good. And yeah, just put those 4 screws in, and that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. Yeah, give it a crack. So that's how you change over your Ventline hatch. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.